Hello, it's Wednesday morning, and this week of treatment has been really, really rough. I really struggled this morning to get myself to mix up the antibiotic and hook it up, because I just feel so sick. I've been up in the middle of the night the last 2 nights, sitting on the floor in the bathroom for a while, thinking I was gonna throw up. It's just been a really rough week, and there hasn't been much that I've been able to do to alleviate the nausea. I'm taking Zofran and Phenergan round the clock, as much as I can. And I don't know how much it's helping, actually, other than having the Phenergan knock me out so that I'm asleep some of the time. So it's just really been a bad week. And it's been really frustrating and hard that, there's all of this stuff that I would really like to be spending my time this week doing, because Christmas is this weekend, and ordinarily I would be spending a good chunk of time this week baking cookies for a lot of people. I give Christmas cookies to a lot of my friends at church, and I often give cookies to everyone in my family and Eric's family and stuff. So it's just excuse me, sorry. I don't know what's going on with my voice. It's just that much harder to know that, I want to be doing all these other things, and instead I'm curled up on the couch and, can't do much of anything. And, it sucks. It sucks. So, yeah. I will at least get through this morning's dose, because it's already hooked up and infusing. We'll see if I get through a dose tonight. Not entirely sure if that's gonna happen or not, but we'll see how today goes, and if I can get myself to do the dose tonight. It's it's to the point now where and it's funny, because I think this is I don't know if Kate said this or who it was that said this. I think it was Kate, said that the color of tigecycline makes her nauseous, and I'm at that point now. I'm only in the second week of it, and it hasn't happened to me in the past, because the schedule that I've done it in the past has been so much easier to do. But doing it on this schedule, just thinking about it, and thinking about the bag and thinking about hooking it up, makes me nauseous. So, yeah, I may, depending on how today goes, I may send an email to my doctor, telling her that I'm just really, really struggling to tolerate it, and letting her know kind of what it's the kind of side effects and stuff it's causing, and see if she wants me to continue or what, or if we could potentially go back to doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or just switch to a different antibiotic, which would kind of stink, because I just got more of this, and this is an expensive drug. But, you gotta do what you gotta do. And, I just don't want to feel sick like this all the time. So, anyway, I'm also considering taking next week off for the holidays. So, we'll see. So that's pretty much how things are here. I've made another video about some other stuff a couple of times and just haven't posted it because it was really long and like I just wasn't really at a point where I wanted to post it yet. So like basically I have been dealing with, like over the weekend mostly, dealing with a lot of emotional stuff and just really, really struggling emotionally. And I think a lot of it was, you know, knowing that I had this week to look forward to of feeling like this, and knowing that I would be alone again going through it, which is just really hard, a lot harder than I think I thought it would be. And on top of that, Eric was going to work out with his brother after work on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And therefore, not going to be getting home until like 8 instead of 6. How it's turned out is Monday, he ended up working out before work because of when his brother was available. Like, he wouldn't be available right after work, so it would have been much later. And thank goodness Eric had the sense to be like, that's too late, I can't be out that late. So they worked out beforehand, before work, and he did the same thing again today. I think partly for the same reasons, but also because he realized that it was important to me that he come home as early as he could. Wednesday last week was the hardest day for me, and I anticipate it being really hard again this week. So I was dealing with all of that, and also when I think it seems like when I herx, I have there's an emotional component for me. My counselor called it a psychological herx, not meaning that it's like a psychosomatic thing, but that it's like it's affecting your brain in that way, that like your emotions go haywire, and it's like your psychological symptoms get worse. So for me that happens sometimes, so I think that might be part of it as well. And it just was like, I was getting angry at Eric for no reason and like snapping at him, and then just really upset and sad, and like spent Sunday afternoon curled up really sad, crying, and couldn't really express what was going on, why I was so upset. So it was just really, really hard, and I think that this treatment is really taking a lot more of a toll on me than I realize maybe some of the time. And I saw my counselor on Monday, and like I was explaining to her what last week had been like, and she was like, isn't there something else that you can be on? And I mean, she's really Lyme literate. She's really involved in ILADs. She has Lyme, her 3 kids have Lyme. Like, she's super, super knowledgeable. And I'm really lucky to have her as my counselor because she understands everything so well. But, I mean, she was like, that's awful harsh to have to deal with all of that, for this treatment. And, isn't there something else that you can be on instead? And I think I've kind of talked myself into just putting up with this for now, because I'm convinced that it will help. but in the end, like, I don't even know that it will. Like, I might be going through all of this for nothing. Like, it might not even help me. And that's not the attitude that I want to have, but I think I need to be realistic about it, and either be totally okay with just going through this for whatever outcome I have, or try to lessen all of these side effects, either by changing the treatment schedule or trying to go on something else instead, so that I can, not be struggling so much with it. So anyway, that's what's going on with me. It's really hard for me to do much of anything. I didn't even open up my computer yesterday because I just couldn't deal with that. It's hard for me to deal with screens. Like, I have the TV on pretty much all the time, but I'm not watching it most of the time. It's mostly just for like sound and company and everything. I'm working my way through the seasons of Veronica Mars. I'm in the middle of season 2 now. So, and I've seen them all before, so it's just kind of nice to have that on in the background. And occasionally I'm able to like open up my iPad and check my email, or look at something real quick, or play a game real quick or something like that, but I'm not able to really do much on it for very long at a time, because it just is too much to look at a screen. It makes the nausea worse and everything. So, yeah. So that's pretty much it. Just need to get through today, and then whatever residual stuff there is tomorrow morning, and then hopefully I'll start feeling better. And Eric has come up with a reward system for me getting through my treatment weeks, and I think he did a good job of coming up with something that I could actually look forward to when I'm feeling so sick. So if I do all 6 doses in a week, which would be the 3 full days, which I didn't even manage last week, then I get, and it feels like I'm a kid, like getting rewarded, but it's the kind of thing where I need something to look forward to if I actually make it through all of it. So if I do all 6 doses, then I get a Friday and Saturday to just plan for him and I to have together, just the 2 of us. So like, if I want to just sit around and not do anything, then we can do that. Or like, if I want to get together with friends, then we can, because I don't often get a chance for us to just kind of do whatever. We often have plans, and he came up with that idea because so he struggled because basically everything he came up with was food related, and he knew that was not something that I could look forward to while I'm super nauseous. So but he figured that, like, on these days when I'm feeling so isolated and alone and everything, being able to look forward to spending this time with him would be good. So and if I do 6 doses, then I get Friday and Saturday. If I do 5 doses, then I just get 1 day. And less than that, I guess I don't get anything. So yeah, so that only works if I'm continuing to do 3 days in a row. I'm not sure how it would work if I switched to doing it the other way, which would be 2 days on, 2 days off. But we'd figure something out. So anyway, alright, I need to go, because the nausea's really, I think Sally New said that moment with the nausea punches you in the face. I'm having a lot of those moments lately. So anyway, I'm gonna curl up and put the DVD back on, and yeah. So I will talk to y'all soon. I hope you're having a good week so far, and